used to start my day like just on an empty stomach, and I would just run until like lunchtime on an empty stomach. It was like fasting and doing all of that stuff. But what I find is, like, especially as I've gotten older, is, I don't like running on fumes, because while I could do that, for me, it's nothing against fasting either. It's just that it made it more difficult for me to be at my best, like physically and mentally being at my best. I'm starting the day almost redlining my system, and then trying to force myself to keep running on that when I don't feel my best and I don't perform my best that way. So this is where the power coffee came in, because while I didn't really want a full meal, and I don't always have the time to like make a meal in the morning because I'm on the go, I'm running around getting ready for work. I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I've got studies to do, and then I've got like my own things that I got to do. I got a work day ahead. I've got to, fuel my workouts and be ready for that. And then I got family stuff when I get home. So I've got a lot going on. And this was kind of a happy medium to where I could get some nutrition, some solid nutrition in my body kind of on the go. And it made a big difference because it keeps me feeling satisfied, and it allows me to be able to do the things that I need to do really well. I look at things a lot different now too. Over 50 now, 54, I have to look at other things beyond just fat loss. Is my goal to build muscle and lose fat? Absolutely. But I think beyond that, I almost look at what are all the other things that are involved that will allow me to do that. So I have to look at things like my recovery. I have to look at things like performing throughout my day, fueling performance, I call it. Because again, I've got to feel and function my best throughout the day, not just for a workout or a 1 hour period of time. Like, I've got a full life to live, and I've got to wear different hats and do different things, and I've got to have the energy and ability to do that. So I look at that. I look at strength. I look at my digestion. I look at my sleep. So I'm looking at a lot of different things. And that's kind of, where this all fits in. So there's nothing magical about the coffee or anything, but there is kind of the big picture of what it allows me to do. So achieve my goals, yes, but, also in the big picture, taking care of my health, my own longevity, my own wellness is kind of the priority with this. So it's not just about, fueling a workout. It's about, fueling my performance for a day and for a lifetime.